They're just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. DWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact DWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
That's right, Joe. We are here. And you know who else is here? That's right. You better get used to it. All right, then. How was your week there, Joseph?
I don't know. It was kind of a blur, I guess. What did I do? I did a few things. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Was it Easter? No, that was last weekend, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know what, Tom, I did do? I went bowling.
For soup?
Have you ever been bowling?
I have, not recently. We tried to with the niece, but that was an extra charge and she didn't seem too interested, so we opted out.
Okay. It's still the same game. Nothing's much changed about it. You rent some really shitty shoes and
Some of them look nice.
you throw a heavy ball down the
Don't say that. You sound womanly. You don't have to say a heavy ball.
Well, it's heavier than a beach ball, you know, but it has to be to knock down these pins that are at the end of a lane, you know, and you go up there, you know, and maybe put a little English on it, you know. Whew, take that, mate. You know. Yeah, I did that.
How'd you do?
I did okay.
Did you have bumpers?
Fuck no, I didn't do bumpers. I hit the 100 club each time.
Damn, you ever hit the 700 club?
Never got into the 200s, I don't think.
Fuck.
So, or the 700 club, but that was a big thing. My mom used to watch that, you know. Yeah. Then I don't know, barbecued a little.
Yeah, throw some meat on that grill.
Yeah, some fishy meat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was all right. And then
You got to put some foil down so it doesn't fall through.
No, I didn't do any of that.
No, will it fall through?
I mean, I guess if it breaks up, if you don't cook it right, it could get real flaky and shit, you know. But you know, you leave the skin on for that purpose.
Oh, so it holds it together.
Yeah.
And then you got to like eat it with the bones and the fish scales and shit.
Well, on certain fish you can eat the skin, but I usually choose not to.
For the purposes of entertainment value, can you say fish?
Fish.
Thank you.
Species. Yeah, and then you know, the usual, Tom. The usual.
Well, I mean, I don't cook fish, so I don't know. I would just figure that it wouldn't hold up on a grill, and there's a certain way to do it.
You know, they say it's healthy for you, but you know, I always think, well, isn't the ocean all polluted and shit? Like, how healthy can it be?
So I seen some fucked up shit going through Reddit. It's like, I guess, a thing that they do on the old shrimp farms is like tear off these fucking shrimp's eyes, and that makes them mate more. That sounds insanely crazy and it's a common practice.
That seems like a lot of work, you know? Like, hey, you got somebody there just to tear off shrimp eyes.
And then they might go into hot dogs, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I would assume that's a lot of it sucks because 'cause they're living creatures and, we eat them and shit. I don't know what to tell you, but, there has to be something that they do with those shrimp eyes and eyeball to head connectors.
Yeah.
Like, what they it goes into a pile or something. Does it go into, like, cheap dog food or something to make cotton swabs?
Probably salmon patties.
Something. Imitation crab meat.
Well, since we're on that subject, one thing Lisa and I did over the weekend is we went to an Asian grocery store that she's been wanting to hit up. So yeah,
You planning on making tacos?
I saw a lot of seafoods there, you know, and
It's all alive, right?
there's a lot of it that is. Yeah, they have live crab, they have live fish, they've got some eel that's alive. I guess they'll kill it in front of you or whatever.
Was it electric?
No, it wasn't electric or selectric. Uh, yeah, just like a lot of that shit, you know. And I'll tell you this though, their produce was fucking that shit all looked great. You know, the meat, the beef and shit that looked kind of questionable. You know, it's like I don't know, it's looking a little.
One of the steaks had a dog collar on it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, I prefer it with like the dyes that they put in the American stuff, you know, to make it look fresher. You know, I know it's not fresher, but it looks that way. You know, yeah, that was interesting. You know, all their seafood is prominently displayed. You know, product of Canada. You know, product of Mongolia or whatever. You know, farm raised in Vietnam or whatever. It's hey, look, these shrimp here were raised on a farm. That's nice.
They don't have eyes.
They don't.
You can buy them in a bag by the pound over there, though.
Right? Yeah, it's big delicacy in our country.
You dip it in some fucking chim lim sauce and
Yeah. Oh shit! I thought that was caviar.
oh, this is a very good delicacy. It is giant sperm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll eat that.
Yes. We'll get to Mason Verger later. Uh, yeah.
Fucking
So that
prick.
was that. You know, we killed like an hour just looking around this. You know, grocery store. Didn't buy a damn thing, but you know, looked around.
I mean, being Mexican and all, were they following you around the store?
Uh, no.
Hmm.
No. There was all nationalities there, Tom. It was a land of
I don't know if all.
yes. Asia encompasses a pretty wide area. You know?
Yeah, I know, but there weren't any Italians in there. It's like, what the fuck? I'm not going to this place to get my shit.
I mean, the place has some standard. Also,
So I mean, you can't say all people were there.
that's true, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I also went to the Allen Book Fair, Tom,
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
on some books, and but they mainly had children's books and a lot of religious books.
Damn, did you get goosebumps?
I didn't find any goosebumps. I did find whatever happened to Jane or something, babysitter Jane or something. Just something.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
No, that's a good movie though.
Didn't she get flushed down a toilet?
No, she just went into obscurity.
Wasn't there something like a big, oh my God, a baby was flushed down the toilet? I
No,
remember that being a panic back in my day when I was a kid.
really? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to back in your day, And that's it. That was the week, Got drunk and got emotional and fucking stupid as I tend to do. And yeah, that's the week.
I mean, those classics will bring emotions out from you, but
True, nothing like the classics.
you know what they say, Joe? I heard this once on a podcast.
Through the grapevine.
That's right. The classics, they don't die.
Mm-mm.
Mm. Fucking pricks.
They just go to hell and
Oh my goblins. Some of them come back as sponge, you know.
only when there's no more room in hell.
Cliff Twemlow. Fucking mate.
How was your week, Tom?
Yeah, it was kind of a blur. I definitely didn't get as much done as I wanted to at all. I am behind, whatever that means, on this own schedule I force upon myself, which is all day, every day until you have to sleep. So I'm probably ahead by normal person standards. But I don't know. Still haven't made anything for Frightmare yet.
Mm.
We'll see. I keep thinking I'm going to put that order for some promo stuff in, but I never have the time to do it. So I think that window's closing. So I should probably do that soon.
Yeah.
Had to buy the insurance today. So that was sweet. That was just $65 I stuck in my fucking penis hole.
Yeah, I did that myself when I saw, I don't know, I guess I did it last week, but I saw that they are again reinforcing this no outside food or drink thing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I when I went to the exhibitor resources page, that is like the first thing you see, not, anything important or useful to anybody, but hey, here's this.
Yeah. And, usually I would make a big deal of it, but I know their security, they're not cops or anything. They're just convention security people. Um, they like to be all gung ho and act tougher than they are. So I could see them really trying to enforce it, and going around, looking around, trying to be all sneaky and shit. So I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I like the show and everything. Like we've said, doesn't have the same feel now that it's in the convention center and everything, but it's just kind of like, yep, going to another show at a convention center.
Yeah.
It is what I mean.
I mean, I
This
also don't want to like fucking, get Lloyd into any trouble.
no, for sure.
So, you know, I guess I'm buying expensive beer.
But I mean, that just goes with the convention center shows. Like I just did what the fuck Trans World or whatever, and it's just like, yep, another one of the okay. Then it's just it doesn't have the same feel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is, though. I don't. There's really nothing you can do. I thought for sure it has to be popping soon, like this convention bubble. There's like 2, 3 every weekend, and the celebrity guests are getting few and far between, and they have to create new ones, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like we said before, this is this horror thing was like a thing for the VHS people, and it just kind of morphed into a comic thing. I mean, the insurance is a scam, but getting a picture with somebody with your own phone is even a bigger scam.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't it just ain't what it used to be, but Joe, nothing is.
And I'm headed down to Corpus on Thursday to cut some metal. For some reason, I always feel compelled, like I got to take something new, even if like the sales on that stuff have really declined since moving into a convention center. I think it's because like especially the big pieces. Because what are they gonna do? Walk around with that shit? I always tell them, hey, I can hold it for you here.
I
Until
mean, parking costs now.
right, yeah. So it was easier for people to just like run it up to the room real quick. So that's definitely yeah, has an effect on that. But
Yeah, I I mean, I don't know. Monster Palooza has been in a fucking convention center for years. Uh, like right before the pandemic, Horror Hound switched over to a convention center, but yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Houston Horror still fucking or Houston Horror Film Festival for being in a hotel and shit and still having that feel. It's just kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
Unless you're those other guys who have a fucking convention every fucking other week and it's just like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just ain't what it is. And as we talked about, your profit margin and the money you got to spend, it's all just like,
Yeah. Well, that's a big reason why I don't travel as much as I used to. I used to get on the road to Kentucky a lot, because those shows were pretty good. But once I hit that certain, hey, I only made this much, no, I can't justify this expense or the time away. This is close enough to home, and it's put on by good people, and there's a lot of people I know there. People that have become friends through this whole thing that I like seeing. So, yeah, I mean, I maybe get one autograph or something. I still find some cool shit to buy. Always walk out with like a stack of movies. And that's always not that I buy all of them. I trade a lot or whatever, or some are just foisted upon me. So
yeah, besides seeing people, I mean, that's my thing. It's just like, oh, this is the one show a year that I can actually get movies at.
mhm.
Go figure.
Yeah, no, that's something. Yeah, a lot of the conventions like where the fuck are the movie people? Where are the people selling all this shit? This is what we're all here for. Frightmare definitely has that, and it's not just a one vendor with movies. They've got several. There's at least 5 or 6 people. With even if it's a small label or something, they're selling their shit, and that's always cool.
Yeah, I mean, Wild Eye, Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, Terror Vision.
Mm.
I want to say Diabolic. I think they have a table set up. It could be them or a Grindhouse. I know one of the stores set up there. Maybe it's
Unearthed Films is there
they're
usually.
there too, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's that other one because I bought a bunch of shit because they had all their stuff, reasonable.
Full Moon.
Yeah, what the hell was it? Because they were the ones that had. I don't know. I don't even remember. But it wasn't MPD. Fuck, I don't know.
We'll see in a couple weeks, though. Hopefully, I can get some shit made. Those fucking reanimator things have just been sitting there for weeks. I got 4 of them just ready to paint. They're just sitting there. I got some other masks just there ready to paint. They've been sitting there for weeks. I mean, it's good that I have work to do and shit, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Same here. Wanted to make a whole bunch of new shirts, and had a lot of work coming in, and I'm not complaining about that at all because
for sure.
it's somewhat easy work and it's decent money. So yeah.
Like, I'm happy to make the fucking AXE shit and do that. Like, that's a fucking great gift that it came into my life. I couldn't think of a better way to say that. But sometimes it's just like, oh man, remember when I made shit nobody gave a fuck about? Yeah, that was some good times, even though it really wasn't. But
Yeah.
I just want to like have some time where I can, but that's just not what it is right now. So
Yeah. So that's that. But I mean, all these people are here in the chat waiting for us to talk.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to this guy. But yeah, I got a run for AXE that I got to finish up hopefully this week. I'm a little behind, so it'll probably be early next week. And then big shit next week that I got to take care of. Hopefully everything's cool, and then I should have like 2 weeks to paint some stuff for Frightmare that nobody will buy, but it'll just make me feel better about nothing really. I don't know.
I don't know. You just got to get that artistry out of you on
Yeah, I
occasion.
mean, I'd like to see what these things look like painted. That'd be nice, I guess, but who cares if I'm working? I don't know. I don't know, Joe. Just I need to figure out a fucking schedule because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going right back to work.
Well,
Let me work on this little guy.
you paint one kind of like this.
There's definitely gonna be a variant with a green glow to it.
Oh, okay.
Ah, shit, Joe. So it worked out sucking fucking so well in the past. I said, all right, baloney man, we're gonna go to old Tubi. In the first 2025 movie you see, you're gonna watch that bitch. And I did, Joe. I watched the hit motion picture Piglet. Have you heard of it?
I've not heard of this one.
All right. So in this one, a Rob Zombie's Michael Myers is getting transported somewhere. He's in a Bobby carrying van, and he's got a sack over his head like Jason too. And they say, oh no, wait, they don't. They say, oh mate, this bloke here, yeah, he was shot up with some toxic shit that made him all crazy little killer man boy, child man boy. And oh shit, he just killed me, didn't he? Yeah, guess those weren't really restraining him. Kills the other bitch. He goes back home to his papa. His papa's just, looks like a kindly old man, but he's really just bootleg ass Jim Cedow. And fucking old what's his nuts, who gives a fuck, bootleg Jason Michael Myers Leatherface boy, man, giant hulking guy. He goes into a wicker basket, and we see all these mascuses he can choose from. And what he chooses is a nice, pristine, like $1,200 silicone, nasty looking pig mask. So he puts that on and becomes Piglet.
Hmm.
And then some fucking birds show up to a cabin in the woods. I didn't know they had those over there, mate, but they do. And they're gonna have, a birthday weekend for one of these fucking mingas, I think they're called, Joe. And she's all fucked up because I guess she was there before. And oh, there's a pig person in the woods, yeah? A pig person's gonna kill us all, I think, yeah. Yeah. And it does. There's nudity, there's blood, but who gives a fuck? It's so just middle of the road, paint by fucking numbers. This is what you do, here's what you put there. This feels like it should have came out on fucking DVD, like fucking the week Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake was released in theaters to kind of, snipe off that shit. Because it kind of has that feel and look to it where it's all just kind of dull colors and, oh, we got this spooktacular music and old chopping up killer piggy boy. It sucks. I mean, it has nothing to do with Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. Maybe he's a toe Because isn't it this little Piglet went to market? This little Piglet stayed home. So maybe he's one of those. I don't know. Doesn't have shit to do with Winnie the Pooh. And one of the birds does get served a foot. So maybe he is a Piglet from the song, but he's really just a nut that was shot up with fucking venom or whatever the fuck Bane was shot up to turn him into a nutty bitch. And now he kills and fucking eats people because fuck us all. It's just a generic ass fucking slash movie. Oh yeah,
But the
it's
match
another.
good, huh?
Not really. Here's the thing. Like silicone masks are good if you need them to move and you want like the mouths and the brows and shit to move. Sure, they look more realistic, but you can paint latex to look like that. And if you're not doing anything but opening and closing your eyes, what the fuck's the point? Maybe they got the masks for free to put the name in the credits. I don't know, but if you're not using the mask for what it's made for, then what the fuck? I mean, because that's what silicone so you can and fucking move and shit with. But if you're not doing that, then one, you're not using it right. If you spent money on that, those couple $100 could have went somewhere over here, somewhere over there. Most of the kills are off screen, and if they are on screen, it's digital blood that does not fit into a movie like this. It looks fine, but in a day and age where everybody knows how to use a camera besides you and I,
Yeah.
that's not really a compliment anymore. Now it's just like, oh shit, how does this look that bad? But nowadays, everybody has a fucking camera. They do whatever the fuck they want and know how to use shit. So yeah, this is, when you're a slasher movie, the worst thing you can be is middle of the road. If you're good, it's like, oh shit, I guess this is the 50th one because it takes a lot to find a good one. So fuck yeah. Or it's, man, this sucks a dick, but I'm laughing because this is real pig shit. But middle of the road, that is not good for a slasher movie. So it's just, oh, yep, this is just same old, yep, this is what you do here. This is, yep, this is okay. We're out. Goodbye. Fuck me. Fuck us all. Fuck us all again. But I knew what I was getting into when I put it on, but this is what I'm doing. I want a 2025 movie, so here you go, Piglet.
Got one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Winnie the Pooh or anything. You figure because it's made by fucking mates and birds, and you figure, oh, it's going to be one of these Winnie the Pooh Pooh-Pooniverse movies or whatever the fucking dumb shit they're doing. Like this is the new thing. What horror, independent horror is now. We fucking rip off Popeye and make him choke a bitch. But we're not going to show it because we suck and we're just doing the bare minimum as quick as we can to make very little money to make the next one.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Remember one my worst of the year from last year was that Mickey Mouse one. I don't even remember the title of it. Yeah,
But Joe, there's one coming out this year from the people who produced the Terrifier movies. It's going to be great.
yeah, there's one of what, 4 Popeye movies coming out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll watch another one of these if I go to Tubi and type in the year and say, all right, first one I see. But no, but I knew what I was getting into. But
Yeah, you rolled that Tubi dice, and it's usually going to come up craps. So
but if you like slasher movies, I don't see why you wouldn't like this one. Because it is Yep. That's a slasher movie. It's just fucking every third word you don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah. Well, Tom, while you're writing down the time for the mark, I busted into a box set that I've had probably for shit, I don't know, 10 years or so, sitting on the shelves, took off the old cellophane and dived into the DEFA sci-fi collection. DEFA, everybody knows that studio, right? Out of East Germany. It was, East German and Polish shit.
I think it's Difa.
Yeah, could be. Whatever. I don't speak either East German or Polish, but started with the first one in the set called The Silent Star. Look at that guy. He's all in a spacesuit. Um, yeah, this presents I don't know, a kind of future, not too far in the future, but I guess not too far from like 1960, whenever the fuck this was made. 60. And, the nations are still kind of tenuous in their peace and war, but one thing that they do get together is their exploration of space and science, Tom. And well, shit, they find some kind of device, out in the desert. They're doing, I don't know, some fucking some archaeological dig, and they find this device, and they think, well, shit, this is like a black box to a UFO. And it's from Venus, and there's a message on it. They're trying to decipher what this message is, and well, shit, they got to put a team together. Let's just go ahead and head over there to Venus. Let's just go, and we'll figure this shit out on the way. And they're almost to Venus, and then Earth contacts. Hey, we figured out the message. It's battle plans to take over the Earth. To destroy us and take over the Earth. Well, shit. Let's go down to the planet and see what's up. Oh, shit, it's all devastation. It looks all fucked up, and we're not really finding any people. But oh, wait a minute, they left some defenses around, and the defenses are attacking them and shit like that. And that's it. They find out, oh, the Venusians. That's people from Venus to y'all. They're not gonna come attack the Earth now because they've already destroyed each other. They had their own atomic war, and their planet is now lifeless ruin. And that's gonna happen to us here on Earth unless we find a way to make peace. So yeah, it's some heavy-handed bullshit, from the planet Venus. They got that looking pretty cool. It's a soundstage type set, and it looks all right. It's probably the best part of the movie. The rest of it, it's pretty goddamn boring. And I don't know if the science is accurate or not, but I don't give a shit because it's boring. It's like, oh, okay, like can't wait for some adventure. Go on in Venus. Oh no, everybody's dead. There's no adventure. It's just a message. It's a movie with a message that we never listened to.
But I mean, it sounds accurate though, because if Venus was all destroyed because they were just blah, 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 blah with each other, that makes sense because women are from Venus. You
Oh,
see, Joe.
Venus. Venus. Venus is a girl. Yeah.
Damn, man, if we could just go back to fucking 1994 when you were lounge singing at that Holiday Inn. They just don't have people lounge singing at Holiday Inns anymore, man.
Busy to do any lounging, Tom.
Fuck.
But yeah, hopefully the next one is better. I doubt it will be.
I don't know. It looks like a quality fucking movie set.
It's heavy. It's
Yep.
holy shit. What do they make these things out of?
Yep. It led. Well, Joe.
Hmm?
I watched a hit motion picture from your boy Penelope Shafuris, acclaimed director of The Boys Next Door, or whatever shit you thought was awesome but wasn't when you rewatched it, Joe. Senseless, starring Marlon Wayans and David Spade. Have you heard of this?
No.
Well, this came out in the late 90s, let's say 1998, because I'm not sure. And in this one, old Marlon Wayans is a college student, just, trying to get by. He's got bills to pay. He's got his mom and family's bills to pay. And gosh darn it, he wants to get this job at some investment firm. So all his dreams will come true. But this fuck needs some money. So he goes sees old Chucky, what's his nuts, the Gemini killer, Brad Dorff, Steven Dorff, one of them fucking guys is probably right. And he says, "Hey,
Dorf on golf.
Bafangul, that's right." So this guy, he has this reanimator fluid, and he's just like, "Hey, man, you shoot this self in your ass with this goofy juice, and oh boy, your senses, it's gonna be like, wow, wow, man." So he does.
Out, man.
That's right. So he does, and it helps him in school, and it helps him win these white people over so he can get this job. But gosh darn it, Joe, he injects too much.
Oh.
Then it starts fucking with him.
Too much of a good thing.
That's right. And then he turns into this wonky titty monster that goes out on an aerobics show and starts spraying blood all over the place or some shit. And then his face fucking rips off of his head and goes over his star on the Walk of Fame and just melts away. Yeah, it didn't look good when it came out, but I was just scrolling through Tubi and it's like, oh yeah, I guess is leaving. When am I gonna have another chance to say I watch this shit? Marlon doesn't really work as a leading man. Like
He had
his
though. Marlin. Marlin.
I think it was the Wayans bros.
Oh yes, yes. Okay.
And he worked good as that as like the secondary character to a straight man, but you can't have Marlon doing his fucking goofy ass fucking it doesn't work. And David Spade fucking even at that age pretending that he's a fucking college student in a Leatherman jacket. It's like, nah, Penelope. This shit don't work. And it didn't. I had a few laughs though, because of just how unfunny everything is, and that this movie is a thing because it's just all around not good. Marlin, one of the side effects of this drug is your asshole will itch really bad. So this dude bends over, pulls his pants down, and actually scratches his asshole. It was the craziest fucking shit I've ever seen. Because usually, a joke like that, you'll bend over and just scratch a butt cheek. This motherfucker literally was bent over and scratching his asshole through his boxers. It was a lot of poor choices were made in this movie, Joe. And it was an experiment, I guess, to see if Marlon could get over as a comedic leading man. And no, not really. Not really. Yeah. And yeah, all the posters and the advertising, he's like holding up this blue shit in a beaker. No, it's reagent. It's just fucking glowing green liquid. That's because, I mean, you put the fucking glowing green little beaker on the poster and say, oh, this is a horror movie. Why didn't you have the comments if the marketing fucking knew? How didn't you, the people making the fucking movie, know? It's, yeah, his shit just doesn't fucking work for a leading man comedy shit. It's if you want to see something to just be like, fuck, what? Maybe, but this isn't even something that you should run out and be like, oh, Tom says this is severely unfunny. I'm gonna love it. No, 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 Joe. Don't go out and watch this thinking you're gonna have some actual laughs. Which is fucked up because I had some actual laughs just because of how preposterous the whole fucking situation was. Fucking, you should be ashamed of yourselves, Mr. Penelope.
Sad days. Hey, Tom.
What's up, dog?
I watched this movie called Borderline.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Very influential movie starring Charles Bronson. Madonna would, be so impressed by this movie. She went off and wrote a song about it many years later. Maybe not that many. Anyway, Borderline. Charlie Bronson plays the, I don't know what they're fucking called. Like, he's the chief border patrol agent in some area of California, but he's not your typical border patrol guy. He actually cares about the people that they capture and are sending back. He's a good guy. Just like real border patrol agents, huh? Anyway, you got old Ed Harris, and what he's doing is he's a coyote. He's bringing in the Mexicans, by the fucking truckload, and he's like sneaking them in, at night, and he's doing this for corporations, Tom, like corporate farms and sweatshops that make I don't know, fucking sneakers or some shit. And this is before all this industry went to like China or whatever. So still they needed people like this. And Ed Harris, he was a Marine in Vietnam, so this fucking little border crossing, that ain't shit to him when he's been through the jungles of Nam, baby. Well, maybe he's met his match in Charles Bronson. But before he can meet up with Charles Bronson, Wilford Brimley almost fucking busts him. So he shoots the fuck out of Wilford Brimley.
Because he was like half a monster?
Yeah.
Half a thing?
Yeah. And now Charles Bronson's really pissed. He wants to find out who this is that killed his buddy. He was a good man.
Wilford Brimley raped my wife and fucked my maid to death. And my daughters, all 8 of them, ooh, you don't want to know. God damn those movies.
Yeah, and that's it. It's their cat and mouse game. Charles Bronson and this Mexican maid, he goes undercover with her, goes across the border and wants to try to get sneaked into the US so he can find the person that's doing it all, and eventually he does this tough guy shit. But this is a very, as you would say, middle of the road action police procedural type thing. It is not definitely nowhere near Bronson's best. It's just Ed Harris, he's fucking better in this than Charles Bronson is. And he doesn't really do a lot. He just manages to look menacing.
He is America's Rose.
Yes, he is. He is. And the motherfucker can dance. But
Won't let go.
we don't see much of that in this. Really, he's just dancing around the border patrol. Them with his fancy footwork. But yeah, I would say there's better Bronson movies to watch. If you're just the completist, want to watch all his movies, or maybe you're a Wilford Brimley completist and want to watch all his movies.
Maybe they're fucking Ed Harris completists.
Anybody's like that.
Man, fuck you. Love Lies Bleeding.
He does a lot of arty shit now. Nobody wants to watch.
I watched it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Borderline. I'm glad Madonna found inspiration from it, but keep on pushing me, baby. You know that drives me crazy. Keep on pushing my love. I forget the next line.
You just got to do the nut slapping up against the butt sound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that it wasn't the Borderline movie from this year, which I thought it was, because I was like, fuck, I was going to watch this one, and now Joe's going to say everything that happened.
Nope, not from this year. There hasn't been much that interested me much this year.
That's why I watched Piglet, you see.
Oh, I know.
Hey, Joe.
Hmm?
I'm going to go piss quick.
Okay.
But only because I've been drinking for most of the day.
I decided not to do that today.
Go grab yourself a beer.
I'm all right.
All right. I'll put on a song.
Okay. So while Tom goes and checks on his BizQuick, I think that's what he said, I want to remind you once again, as always, head on over to dwnproductions.net, where they have masks, props, I can't read this, custom work. If you want custom work, if you're one of these people that say, hey, it's Halloween 24/7 365 over here, man, well then fucking order a mask right now. Get some custom work done. Get a costume ready every month, instead of just waiting on Halloween. Spend some of that money, spread it around. The economy's great, everybody's doing good. Just pick one up, man. Reasonable here. Don't quote me on that, but could be. Hey, Tom's back checking on his Wix. And that's all I got to say about that.
I heard everything you said. Hey there, Joe. I watched the hit motion picture, The Story of Riki, Riki-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
Heard of this one.
You seen it?
Yes.
What do you remember? You remember liking it?
Yeah, I bet it's goofy shit. I remember liking it.
You'll probably still like it, Joe, because it's a fucking awesome movie.
It's good to hear.
There's a reason this is the most popular Category 3 movie out there, Joe.
It takes place in prison.
That's right. Nachos are stolen from this way, that way. Everybody's getting their bum futzed. But that's not what we're here for today, Joe.
Not today.
We're here to talk about Luke and Riki-Oh. And in this one, he's sent to prison. Why? You'll have to watch the movie. So it was pretty good. Bye.
Later, everyone.
Yeah, as the movie goes on, you find out why he was sent to prison. But Riki-Oh's the baddest motherfucker who ever bad motherfuckered, and he can punch holes through people, Joe.
Your body, motherfuckers.
So this is just this dude trying to survive for his life. They're growing fucking opium in this place, and you know, the wardens are corrupt, everybody's corrupt. They got a hit squad, and if you don't fall in line, then fuck you. And all these people, most of these people are probably in this prison unjustly, and they're just treated so bad. But then you got old Riki-Oh standing up to everybody, and shit's terrific. Everything about this movie, like you know, people like a certain kind of gore. Oh, I want to see all this, and oh, it's gonna be a terrifier movie. No, the Riki-Oh shit's the kind of shit I like, where it's, you know, it's clearly fake, but it's just so over the top and goofy. It's fucking awesome. If you pair this with Bad Taste and you watch both of those movies with some beer, pizza, and friends, I think you will have a fucking awesome night, because I'm sure I would, but I guess that doesn't mean you would, because everybody's different.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
But the shit's great and it holds up. It's still ridiculous and awesome and just fucking as entertaining as you remember. This go around, I noticed a fat little dickhead kid had Halloween buttons on his fucking vest. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, look at that, a pumpkin. I didn't expect to see this in this fucking Hong Kong Japanese movie, but look, there it is. 5 stars, bitch. Would recommend. It yeah, it holds up, and it's, I mean, there's a reason the shit's awesome. Just punching motherfuckers' heads off, all the wacky gore and everything, the dickhead turning into a monster. Sure, it looks, but that's part of the fucking charm.
It's been a long while since I've seen this one, but yeah, it was just so damn fun. I guess I've got a DVD somewhere. As soon as I come across it, I'll bring it home to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely worth going back. It's just, it's fun. That's what it is. It's just a fun, ridiculous movie that it that's it. If you like fun and ridiculous, you will like this fucking movie. And if you don't, then you don't like fun and ridiculous. Yeah, but it's fucking great. Surprisingly, it's one of these fucking goofy Chinese movies. No nudity and nobody gets raped. I can't believe it.
Awful. So but it can't have everything, you know.
Yeah, so Vinegar Syndrome won't put it out.
It's good, you see.
But yeah, this is, I think this is 88 films. I went out and got this before the tariffs hit, if they ever do, whatever. But yeah, it was like, I think 21 shipped. It has 3 or 4 commentary tracks, an interview with fucking Riki-Oh. And I listened to the Frank Jane commentary track. It was okay. There was one I listened to maybe a third of. It was 2 blokes, maybe a bloke and a mate talking. That was all right, but I was just like, fuck. I mean, I like this movie. Don't have to listen to them all now. I can just pull this shit off the shelf in a couple months and be like, oh yeah, I still got this and this commentary to go. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is fucking awesome. Looks good, sounds good. Before the shit kicks, I got this from Orbit DVD. Like I said, it was like low 20s shipped for a, but it's region 2. So you need a region free player. I should say that. So there's that. Uh it's Golden Harvest, fucking Shout Factory, Vinegar Syndrome. They've both been putting out Golden Harvest shit recently, so money's on the table if nobody's releasing this. So I would say it's coming out sooner rather than later, but I know absolutely nothing. But I would have to assume so because it's Riki-Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe Arrow. I don't know. Arrow's doing like bigger movies now, so I don't.
Or aren't they doing a new version of the stuff? Not a new version, but
4K Arrow, yeah. I mean, I have a PS5. I'll fucking watch 4K discs on that, but the projector that I have it hooked up to, that's just the fucking 1080p. So
yeah, purposeless.
yeah. And just like I have yeah, the 4K TVs in the shop, and that's just hooked up to a fucking 1080, the new region free player that I got. So
I don't know, Tom.
yep.
Well, Tom, I figured it's 2025. I might as well go through some of the movies that you liked in 2024. So
Why?
what was Tom's favorite movie in 2024? Oh, yeah, it was this Y2K. Oh, this just came out on Max. So let me give this a watch and
But
see
why?
what Tom was all gung-ho about. Maybe I'll get a laugh, or two.
But why?
I don't know why. I really, it was just there, and, I'll watch it. I remember you saying there was some kind of horror element to it. So it starts out, Tom, and it's just hitting you over the head with like, hey, remember this from the 90s? Hey, remember when we would say this in the 90s? 90s, 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 and I'm getting annoyed with it. And then I figure out, oh, wait a minute. They're doing a fucking parody of throwback movies, I think. Yeah, maybe now it'll be funny with that in mind. No, things still weren't funny. There's a fat guy dancing, doing Tai Bo. And, like if you like fat guys dancing, he gets like 3 scenes where he gets to do some dancing.
But not just any fat guy, Joe. A
Right.
fat foreigner.
So, and the way things looked, I was thinking, well, shit, is this a New Zealand movie? His just more pronounced than everybody else's, because it had a weird look to it. No, he's the only Kiwi in the fucking movie. Yeah, so these two nerds, they hang out with each other, they go to the video store, and they get picked on by the local toughs. I guess they're toughs, or they're supposed to be. I don't know. We see that he has an attraction, the skinny nerd. He has an attraction to this odd looking girl. Yeah, this girl's just kind of strange looking. She does some really strange facial mouth things. I don't know. It's this weird looking little girl. Hollywood loves that shit right now. If you're a weird looking little girl, you could probably get a fucking movie career going. Yeah, so it's New Year's Eve, and they decide, well, shit, let's go to that party over at the cool kid's house. Let's, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go hang out with everybody else, and they get there, and the one skinny kid, he's still really awkward, and the other fat kid, though, no, man, he's the life of the party. He dances around, and what's he's dancing to? Let me see that tongue.
Song from fucking Twisted Metal.
Tong, 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 tong. Yeah, so people start to like him now, and well, shit, wouldn't you know it, Tom? The clock strikes 12.
Happy New Year!
The lights go out, and electronics start fucking with people. Like computers are building themselves little robots bodies out of appliances and stuff, and they just start killing everybody off. And
What about the Tamagotchi?
yeah, the Tamagotchi is there. 90s. This is the 90s movie. And they got to make a run for it and figure out a plan. Their plan is the girl. She's like a computer nerd. She knows about computer stuffs, and somebody makes a comment. Oh, a girl knows about that, and I thought, well, shit. Finally, this movie's making a little bit of. Uh, yeah, she comes up with an antivirus or a virus because I guess the Y2K thing is already its own virus, bug, glitch, whatever. She comes up with some digital pesticide
Fuck
to,
yeah, like Independence Day.
and they mention that because it's a '90s movie.
Fuck yeah.
And when they're going from one place to another, they sing the epitome of the '90s song, "I get knocked down, but I get up again."
You ain't never gonna keep me down. I'll get knocked down, but me's get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down. Oh, pissing the night away.
Oh,
Pissing the night away. Him drink a whiskey drink. He drink a vodka drink. He drink a liar drink. He drink a cider drink. He drink the songs that remind him of the good times. These songs that remind him of the bad times. Oh, Joey boy, don't drink pee-pee. Him's get knocked down, oi, but he get up again. Ain't never gonna keep him down. He get knocked down, but he get up again. Ain't never gonna keep him down.
you saw this in the theater, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I imagine it was like a bunch of people from
it was like Wicked.
yeah, everybody got up and started, Johnny boy.
He's like, oh, chicken jockey. And I was like, fuck yeah, I remember that too, bitch balls. Fuck yeah. Half-baked poster in the background. You remember that in the video store? It was like, damn, I seen that movie. It doesn't hold up as much, but it's still all right. Fuck yeah.
And then they meet Fred Durst. He's hiding in the video store, and well, shit. Now they got him to help him out,
And that Les Bro's like, damn, dog, you's old and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
And the robots keep getting bigger.
But I mean, hey, slow down. Don't pass up Big Daddy Durst like that. You were a Limp Bizkit fan.
I was not.
Joe, you used to do it all for the nookie.
Oh, that was them.
You could stick it up your yeah.
I thought that was Korn or somebody.
Joe, don't be crude.
So yeah, Fred Durst helps him out, and he gets to sing a little too.
Fuck yeah, were you like this?
I forgot what.
I think it was Faith, a song that he didn't even write.
He sang George Michael's song, and plays with the lyrics a little, And then the girl puts the antivirus thing in the computer and saves the day. The end. Nope, not the end, because in the credits we see the fat guy in heaven and he's still dancing, dancing.
Stole that from Race War the Remake, bitches.
And I can't remember what song he's singing, but it is also another song of the era. Yeah, this shit was not for me. Definitely not for my old ass.
Joe, you're telling me a movie paying tribute to 90s comedies, which you say over and over you don't like, isn't for you?
Not for me. Everybody sucked in it. Probably Fred Durst was the best actor in it, which surprised me, and kudos to him, Tom, for making fun of himself. That's all right. I didn't think it was funny, but it's like, okay, you're putting a mirror to yourself and you're saying, ha ha.
You were watching it and doing, he drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink. Fuck yeah, son. Oh, Joey boy.
Yeah. So I did laugh like maybe one or two things, as somebody in the chat just mentioned. The other F word I think is used maybe once, and that always makes me laugh. I guess people were still using it in the 90s, and you know, and then I don't remember what the other scene was, but get damn, this movie's only an hour and 30 minutes, but I kept pausing like, fuck, how much? God damn, only 30 minutes has gone by. Yeah, if you're from the you watch it and you'll have some nostalgia. You'll pull out your old mixtapes and listen to Chumbawamba.
Hims get knocked down, but hims get up again.
Yeah, and that was the first of many hits for them, and still going today, still cranking up those radio chart toppers. Oh shit. Yeah, man, fuck this movie. I'm glad you liked it though, Tom.
I don't know why you would watch this shit. I didn't run out and say, oh shit, Dune 2's streaming for free. I gotta watch this. I know it's not for me.
It was the first movie, when they show those movies, like, hey, this is now streaming. All right, fuck it. It's the first one. Clicked on it.
I mean, most of the people I've seen talking about this movie is like, yeah, it sucks.
A24.
It's not on Blu-ray yet. I'm waiting.
Mm.
They released it on VHS because the 90s.
Did they really?
Yeah, I didn't buy that shit. I want the fucking Blu-ray.
What pricks?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fun. Oh, look, that guy's wearing a Twisted shirt. Who would have thought? But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was fun, but I like those coming of age movies, and if it's a coming of age movie set when I was coming of age, it's just like, sure, that's the audience they're going for, but I would be interested to see what a child thought. I mean, a child is the right word, but somebody who's the age group of the people portrayed in the movies, because I don't know how old these fucking people actually are. But yeah, that would.
Yeah, they're supposed to be high school students, so yeah. So what a high school student thought of it, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be something I would be interested in. But yeah, not for you.
Yeah, because the two high schoolers we got here, I don't think they've seen it, and they don't have a lot of interest in movies,
Yeah, break it up into like fucking, yeah, I don't know, 15-second clips and give me the gist of it.
They'll probably just, I could tell Dutch and he'll watch somebody talking about it here on YouTube.
Yeah, no shit you didn't like it, Joe. Hey, sorry it wasn't gay enough for you.
Or go back to making smart horror movies, you pricks.
I mean, this was made by a fucking guy who was on SNL. It's not really a horror movie. Like I said, it has horror elements, but
No, yeah. I know it wasn't a horror movie, but that's what they should go back to.
I guess. I mean, they've always released all different kinds of movies. It's just, like any other thing, the horror movies are the ones that make money and people go see.
I guess, or that come across my radar, that they're, I don't know, Moonlight. I don't know if that was one of your favorites from 2022.
Old Chiron. Got him before Prep did.
Yeah.
You're just able to hold out.
I got no interest in that kind of thing, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you hate gays and blacks. I understand, Joe. Don't get you started on the black gays.
Hate's a little strong a word.
Loathe. Well, hey, Joe. I'm fucking knee deep knee fucking deep there in season 3 of the Drew Carey Show.
Knees deep, are you?
Still pretty good. Pretty good. And I would always check old Amazon and listings because I'm dumb and have nothing better to do with my time. Like, are they ever going to release Drew Carey on DVD? Is this going to happen? And even though it's finally streaming now, I said, well, I guess it's that time where I look to see if the DVD's coming out. Would you guess, Joe? A fucking complete series DVD is finally coming out.
Our good friends over at Mill Creek.
Over at Warner Brothers. So now it's like, all right, do I stop where I am and just pick up when the DVDs come out? Do I finish this season and then wait till the DVDs come out?
Tough
Or do
call.
I keep going?
Yeah, that's a rough.
I'm going to buy the DVDs regardless. It's just, all right, so what do I do? What do I do? Probably keep watching the motherfuckers there, Joe.
Yeah.
Because it's good shit. Like, it's sitcoms are very formulaic. This scene, that scene, this scene, that scene, set it up, and it's all the same. But, it's good. It's good, and it's grand. And I don't really care about saying much because this won't be clipped. I'll do a box set review when I get it so I can.
Yeah.
And that's why you should have a video podcast. Stick it to the man. Hey, why are we still doing this? Wink.
We needs to.
Why did that movie company release Senseless? Wink.
Mm-hmm. You also. Maybe not, but.
How was that, crisp?
It's all right, Tom.
Was it clean?
That's all I watched, Tom.
Well, Joe, let me tell you this. I watched the hit motion picture Y2K. Have you heard of it?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, you didn't like it? Shit. What about Piglet?
Haven't heard of it.
Fuck. Robert?
Robert?
The Dow? Dale?
Bert?
Fuck yeah. 2 more weeks and we're watching those.
Fuck.
No, but Joe, stay out of the swamp. So crisp, so clean. Let me ask you this, Joe.
Yeah.
Or should I say, let me ask you this, Mr. Joe. Did you know that pigs fucking ate him?
Yeah.
Pigs fucking ate him, Joe. Classic. You remember in the early 2000s when they say, hey, you know what? This Freddy, this Jason, this Michael Myers, this Leatherface, it's all blowing up again. I forget. We got the Hannibal Lecter movie. So we make the Hannibal Lecter movie and we put him out there. And he will be a Jason. So, Joe, they said, hey, John Demme, you fuck, hit the bricks. It's going back to a Dino De Laurentiis production, you fuck. And we don't need you, because we got all the spaghetti in the world, bitch. And we made King Kong with Jeff Bridges, motherfucker. So how about you go suck it, and suck it right? And he did. And everybody came. Everybody in the world. John Demme sucked it right, and everybody in the world came. Put hands across America to shame there, Joe. Did. We are the world. In the middle of singing, Michael Jackson came in his pants for the first time. It's when a young Milwaukee Calkin walked into the room.
That poor kid.
Rest in empowerment, King.
Mhm.
So, Joe, let me ask you this.
Yes.
What did Miggs say to you?
So they brought in old Ridley Scott to direct this one. And what's her name? Jodie Foster. She said, nah, I don't want to do sequel. I don't do sequels unless it's going to be Nell Part 2. Then I'll come back for that. But nah, I'm done with old Clarice. Well, shit, who else we got that's kind of like a red? Oh, yeah, we got this chick, Julianne Moore. Is that her name, Tom? Yeah.
It's actually Julianne Less.
And she's all right to look at, but and I've seen her do some decent acting jobs, some really good shit, actually. But
Yeah, like what? Fucking name him, dickhead.
not this one, Tom. Not this one. She is just kind of there in this flick. And it starts off with her, and she's making a bust. She's going in to bust some lady drug dealer. And the bust goes horribly wrong, and they shoot a lot of people. And
Why does it go horribly wrong, Joe?
because when she tries to call the whole thing off, one of the other officers that's there, one of the locals, says, "No, it's not. We got him. We got him." And he goes after him.
It's the same thing as in the first one. I ain't gonna listen to no bitch.
Bullets start flying, and well, she has to shoot a lady that's carrying a baby, and well, goddamn, that made all the papers. So she's suspended, Tom.
And I could have swore that like that was a fake baby. Like I know it was a fucking fake baby.
It was.
But like I thought that was, even though I've seen the movie a few times, I was just like, shoot the bitch. That's just a fake ass baby she's wearing, so you won't shoot her.
So for some reason, I thought the exact same thing, and that like it had a speaker or something. I could have swore I remembered that being the reveal. I was like, oh, it was just a fake, robot baby, that was gonna Y2K everybody, and she had to shoot through it. She had no choice. But no, my memory was false, Tom. And yeah, well, she's suspended. Oh, Hannibal Lecter writes her a letter. Oh, Hannibal, he's living it up in Florence, Italia, and he's got a job as a.
He's got a job where the smartest people in Italy can come look at his fucking face, not covered up by anything, and, not putting on a silly little mustache or putting on a voice. Nope. You can just come to this place and fucking learn from not Hannibal Lecter. All you hundreds and hundreds of people coming to this museum every day from all over the fucking world can come and learn from renowned cannibal Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, so that's even more so than in Silence of the Lambs. This dude can do fucking anything. Like, he's the smartest man on the planet. He's the toughest motherfucker.
So just because you said, oh, he's the smartest man on the planet. Dude, okay, when I was a stupid fucking idiot and didn't know anything in high school, oh, Hannibal, he must be so smart. He's talking with that accent and talking about paintings and shit. Hannibal ain't that fucking smart. he's like kind of fucking street smart and he's aware about himself because he has to, because he's a fucking serial killer just walking around and doesn't want to get caught. But I, he's not the intellectual we were set. I don't know. I don't know, Joe. It's okay. I think because it just is like, oh, this is probably what it is. Writers thinking that they're smarter than they are. That's probably what it is. This fucking shit reeks of, oh, we gotta look up stuff to make him sound smart so I sound smart. All right, then. Fuck making an entertaining movie just to figure out stupid fucking folklore that you can throw into this shit that doesn't mean anything besides, oh, you can throw this guy over a balcony later. All right, then. But everybody sees this guy and nobody cares. Nope, we're going to throw this guy over a balcony. All right, then. All right. What's your name? Fabrizio or something like that? All right, then. All right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, old Barney, the turnkey at the old asylum cave, he's been selling off Lecter's shit mainly to Mason Verger, who was the only surviving victim of Hannibal the Cannibal. He was a patient of his, you see, and he was also a fucking pedophile. So, you know, I don't know. Fuck him.
Joe, we've come to the point in our show where we do impressions. Oh, Joe. So let's hear your Mason impression.
Hey, Jarvis, wheel me over here real quick. Yeah, Jarvis, get the Clarice on the line for me, would you?
Here.
Thanks, Jarvis. Hey, Barney, what you want for this mask?
Would you like a popper? Oh, would I? So let me ask you this, Joe. You know what poppers are?
It's no, I don't know what part, but I heard the term in relation to gay raves or something. But I don't know, well, like, what kind of drug is this?
So I asked a gay buddy once, and he didn't give me like an actual answer. So, from my understanding, with trying to find out what this actually is, the only thing I could think of is, oh yeah, you sniff it and your asshole loosens up. I mean, what else would this fucking shit be?
I don't know.
Yo, Kyle, if you're out there, let us know what this fucking shit is about, because yeah, it
Old man
was
was a pedophile, and he was one of Lecter's patients, and he was also trying to sleep with Lecter too. And Lecter gave him a popper and cut his face all up.
he didn't. He just said, "Hey, Mister, what the Verger? How about you cut your face off?" Oh, okay. I'm a screwy mo. I might as well do it. So he just starts taking shards of fucking glass, cutting his face off and feeding it to the dogs like fucking Hannibal isn't getting a rod in his pants like, no, dog, I want to eat the meat, but it would be rude to eat it in front of him, you see, because I'm the Paddington Bear of serial killers and we can't be rude.
So in the book, the dog does like eat his face, and that's part of his thing about he's so adamant about wanting the pigs to eat fucking Hannibal. That's gonna be his revenge. You know, um, but yeah, whatever. He survived the attack, and now he's been on a quest to to get revenge on Hannibal, to find him and, you know, do his ultimate rich guy revenge because he is super rich.
How?
So rich, Tom.
Yeah, but how? I can't remember. And like he's an acclaimed pedophile, but he still has all this shit and
It's family money, and that's why he never got charged with anything. With the pedophilia and all that, it's like, all right, well, you're gonna have to start going to this psychiatrist. But you know, we know that psychiatrist is a killer, so everything will all balance out in the end. In the book, he has a sister that is a bodybuilding lesbian, and she wants to get some of Mason Verger's sperm so her wife can use that sperm and get pregnant.
so
Because
there'd be an error.
so there'd be an heir that has the bloodline. That was the condition, that the heir has to have some kind of bloodline of the family. You know, being lesbian, well, you know,
Being lesbian.
easy to do. Well, but you know, old Mason,
Hey, you did it. Thanks.
yeah. Uh, yeah.
So he's got these fucking Eastern European dickheads just breeding these fucking big ass bebop of a fucking pigs just for the sole purpose of eating a motherfucker's scrotum off.
Mhm.
That's what these pigs were born and bred for. But what's his nuts? Old spaghetti man. Fabrizio Fafamamu. He's like he's some fucking copper. Pigo in Italia, as Joe says. And he's on some other case like, hey, why did this guy in the museum disappear?
Il Monstro de Florence. He was on that case, which is a real serial killer. And I don't know,
Killer.
off the case. And he's a disgraced cop now because of that. Doing missing persons shit. He figures out, hey, this guy must be Dr. Lecter. Let me call this hotline to people can call if you've seen Dr. Lecter. You know, and it's all hooked up to Mason Verger's shit. Say, all right, get his fingerprints and we can confirm that it's him. Oh, yeah, that'll be fucking easy. But it is. He gets some other guy to do it.
I mean, he's has access to fucking like Hannibal's office and house or whatever the fuck. But he decides, hey, I'm gonna have him put his fucking fingerprint on this bracelet because it's a movie that has to be too long, and this is a nice shiny bracelet.
Well,
It
he didn't arrest him. You know, if it had gone through legal channels, he would have had to arrest. He wanted that money, you know, so his wife could keep going out to the opera and shit.
But still, I mean, there was something he could have said. Hey, can you look at this for a second, Mr. Hannibal? Oh, yeah, let me get it back and put it in this Ziploc bag right in front of you and then run away with a dust cloud in back of me. Oh, that could have happened.
Yeah.
It didn't.
He wants to take him. He wants to be the guy that catches him and takes him to Mason Verger's people, but that goes horribly awry. Lecter kills him. Lecter escapes and goes back to America because he's going to help Clarice out. You know, all this trouble that she's been having, you know, and then they decide, well, shit, you know, you're on permanent suspension because you have this letter that came, and it was a fabrication. This came from Lecter. They're setting her up to draw him out, Tom, and it works. Draws him out, you know, and they capture him, and they're about to feed him to the pigs when they don't. You know, old Clarice comes and saves him, but not quite. You know, this guy, his Jarvis says, "Hey, fuck this," and pushes
Cordell.
with the
Cordell.
um.
Cordell.
Yeah. So in the book, Tom, to go back to the book, because this is an interesting bit. The sister is the one that fucking does all that, and she shoves a fucking cattle prod up his ass to get the fucking sperm to shoot out of him, and collects the sperm, kills him, then she's out of there.
What does she like stick the thing up her ass and then jump around him and go and try and collect it that way?
It's been a while since I read it, so but probably.
Like a dolphin.
And then old Clarice gets shot. Lecter takes him back to the Ray Liotta's house, and Ray Liotta goes over there to his summer house because he's hiding from the FBI and shit that's been sending helicopters all day. And Lecter cuts his skull open, sizzles up a little piece of his brain, feeds it to him, and then
He sizzled up the piece of his brain that gets his scrotum tight when he goes in cold water. So now he'll never know if the water is cold again, Joe.
and then he makes his escape by cutting off his hand.
But we really thought that it was going to be her hand, but he loves her so much.
Well, in the book, he does. So, again, to go back to the book, Mason Verger's sister helps him cut this guy's head open and, cook up his brain. And all this time that he's been nursing Clarice, he's been brainwashing her, using hypnosis and all kinds of other techniques because she reminds him of his dearly beloved departed sister, Tom. And he wants to infuse his sister's personality into Clarice. And at some point, she breaks. Oh, because he brings her father's skeleton over or something, and it breaks her, and she submits to it. She's like, okay, and they run off together and become lovers and live happily ever after. Kind of weird fucking ending.
John Grisham's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he is. He's a rainmaker. This movie is not as good as I remember it being. It's the action is weird as shit. They
can fucking stick their fucking with the frame rate up their fucking asshole trying to be artsy and shit. No, it just sucks. I know it was a new tool that you can use then. It's like, oh, look at this new thing we should do. And it just dated the movie, and it sucks.
Yeah. Ray Liotta's miscast. Like, he can't carry this fucking role. Very few of the performances are good. The saving grace is Mason's makeup. It still looks good. It's still the brain cutting scene that didn't look as good. It's just, yeah.
Pigs fucking ate him though.
Yeah, it did, but I don't know. It didn't hold my attention as much as a movie like this should have. And yeah.
Yeah, it's very not as smart as it thinks it is. It goes on fucking too fucking long. It's dumb that I know it's fucking, what was it, 2003 maybe, where the internet was around, but it wasn't. So motherfuckers would know who this guy is. He couldn't just be walking around, even if he did fucking just a mustache and a wig or something. This dude wouldn't just be able to fucking walk around and get jobs and shit. He would have been fucking arrested and fingered so many fucking times that, like, that right there, it's just like, somebody would have said, oh, I was fucking watching this true crime thing, and you know what I'm saying? It doesn't fucking. I know we see, oh, I'm wiping my DNA and fingerprints from a cup in the bistro, but that doesn't mean every motherfucker has eyes. It's just pigs fucking ate him though. And the makeup is good. And the pigs fucking ate him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is one of the fucking first movies Lori and I saw when we first started dating in theaters. So I mean, it has a special place in my heart for that. That's why I have this fucking Blu-ray, and I bought the DVD before it, but watching it now, it's just like, shut up. You go on too fucking long. I just watched Silence of the Lambs last week. Dilo De Laurentiis, you fuck everything up.
Not only him, but Ridley Scott, is sometimes really, really good. And then sometimes he's just, eh. And this is one of those times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an Alien fan. Did an Alien shit, right?
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
like. I like Blade Runner. I like Kingdom of Heaven, but that runs real fucking long. He's done some other shit that I like too, but I prefer Tony Scott's movies more. Maybe if they got old Tony on this one, he'd still be alive.
Maybe. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, me neither.
Franchises suck dicks. Oh, it's Phantasm Ravager was fucking shit, but still you're just like, yep, Phantasm's still the best fucking series that we did. Well, I mean, hit me with the best series you think.
Fuck, I don't know. I try to forget all of them.
Well, I mean, comparatively, I don't know one that was like, oh yeah, those were all pretty okay. It wasn't Chainsaw. It fucking definitely wasn't Hellraiser. Masters of Horror. Fuck no.
I don't know. Bereavement, probably. Malevolence is what I meant to say.
No, I understand. I've watched them all.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I got to rewatch the Reanimators.
I mean, we could. That was before the time we were clipping the shit, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've been drinking, Joe, you see.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers to me.
Yeah. Hey, Tom.
What's up there?
You ever go to your class reunion?
No.
Well, you know who did?
Who?
Peter Parker and the Amazing Spider-Man's Annual. Look at that cover. Holy shit, man. Yeah.
Looks like a lot of work went into it.
Spared no amount of time. It's it's just like, just take however long you need. Just make sure it's great because it's annual number 17. Yeah, this is about Peter Parker going to his class reunion. I would guess it's maybe his 5th year reunion. I don't know. Time flows weirdly in the Marvel universe. I don't know. It's an okay story. It just doesn't feel like a Spider-Man story. Like there's some crime shit going on with the Kingpin and this other guy that has information, and everybody's trying to get this information and use it for themselves. The scenes with the Kingpin are good, but I could give a shit about Spidey's old chums that we never were introduced to. Just making shit up, which that's what you do in stories, but still, yeah, I guess it's all right. But Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would say it's a low effort on all accounts. Hey, I want this information. Oh no, I destroyed the information. Oh, or whatever. All right then.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we're doing here, huh? Okay. Just okay. We'll fucking learn who the Hobgoblin is eventually, but
Next issue.
yeah, just please give us time. Let that cancer kid rest, please. You need time to breathe after that one.
That shit, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, next issue has to be fucking awesome, I guess, to drag it out this long and give them all that time to write it. So, because we were gonna find out what was going on with the hobgoblin and all that, and that then the wrecking crew came in, and we were just like, oh, okay, they just came out of nowhere, but the hobgoblin was happening, and that kid got sick.
Well, it's regular editors are back next month, huh?
We'll see, Joe. We'll see. You're not whacking off a dog, are you?
No, this has gone on long enough, Tom. So you need to get yourself some water and say goodbye to the good folks.
Hey, folks, I don't know how good you are, but boy, God.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.